to the grand finals of the WardiTV Monday number 5. I was excited. I thought we were actually jumping into a PvP. Clem did accidentally pick Protoss, but it looks like it was a misclick. So we are going to be remaking the lobby and jumping back into game 1. Game 1, of course, is going to be on Crimson Court. And if you're in the chat, get ready. If you're in the chat, get ready, because predictions are now open. Place your bets in the chat for who you think will claim the series. Place your bets on who you think will be our champion this week. Is it going to be Clem or MaxPax, the Terran of the Protoss? Best of luck. Best of luck in the chat. Personally, again, I do favor Clem here in this series. We've seen Clem be very dominant. I would say that he has the best TvP in the world and has been having quite a win streak against MaxPax as of late. But MaxPax is the best Protoss in Europe, and he can definitely pose a threat to Clem. Can definitely make a series out of this, and can bring him down as well. But he has to be on his A game. He has to be at his best. And we'll see if he is. As we're loading into the game and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Crimson Court, we have the Danish Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the French Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. We go. And again, predictions are about to close in the chat, so place your bets while you can for this best of 5 grand finals. SCV is moving out, and Clem, he's starting off with a bit of a cheeky proxy Rax. Again, the Rax is right next to the cliff face, so we can send the Reaper right into the main to be aggressive early on. Likewise, the SV can also throw down a bunker on the low ground as well. We saw this earlier today against Nightmare, if you recall. It was game 2 between Clem and Nightmare, where Clem was able to get it, or he attempted to get his bunker up and running to delay mining at the natural. Meanwhile, MaxPax moving out with the Probe Scout. This Probe Scout will confirm that the Rax is missing. Now, it could be a fake proxy Rax, it could be a real one. It's on MaxPax to determine what's going on, as he comes in and he gets eyes on the lack of Rax. You can see he's checking the main. Again, it is not uncommon for the Terran player to hide the Rax in the main base, or in the natural, or in the third location. So MaxPax is checking. He's trying to confirm. Rax is now done. Reaper is on the way. And MaxPax is not going for the safety Zealots. Not yet, at least. We'll soon have the minerals for it. SCV has arrived. Probe will confirm. And Clem will attempt to throw down the bunker. Ooh, takes some extra hits, though. Takes a lot of damage on the SCV. Bunker has been placed. And it's on MaxPax to try and deny it. Oof. As the SCV takes too much damage, has to be pulled away. So far, so good. The bunker for now is denied. Shield battery has been placed. Bunker does begin once again. Stalker's on the way. We'll see if Clem can buy time, as he's going for the mineral line, and he's hoping to try and distract that Stalker. Stalker gets a shot in. This one gets 2. Reaper backs off. Bunker is almost done. It's close. Up! The Reaper! The bunker does finish up just in time. Reaper dives in. And MaxPax will have to deal with this. Shield battery is done. So far, good repairs here by the SCV. Second Reaper, does make it in. And again, you can see he's trying to focus down that shield battery. Ooh! SCV doesn't quite go down. Oh, it's getting low. Getting very low. Estelva juggling. The SCV dives back in. Once again, avoids the shot. Oh my god. Hero with the juggling is just a little bit... Sorry, Clem with the juggling is just a little bit too good. Takes down the first shield battery. Going for the second. SCV still survives. He's crazy. The bunker is on fire. Looks like we should force a salvage. Finally, the SCV goes down. Finally. But Clem, he will still get the second shield battery. Aye, aye, aye. 2 shield batteries. A probe. Gets away. At least the bunker was cleaned up. But some nice damage nonetheless here by Clem. Behind this, getting into his 1-1-1, going for double Cyclone just to be safe. Clem is unaware of the tech. We are, though. It's going to be a Twilight Council. It's going to be Blink, not Stargate. Blink is on the way. Rax is floating back home. MaxPax will intercept. Moving out with his Stalkers. Cyclones are amassing. Clem getting ready for his own Cyclone drop. Will run into the Stalkers. Does go for the drop. He will get a lot of damage done on those Stalkers. Takes out the probe. Will chase a MaxPax back. And Clem boosting in. He has momentum. And he will get a Stalker. Off the juggling. One Stalker goes down. MaxPax does reinforce. Getting a second Stalker. Oh, God. A second Stalker falls. One of the Cyclones is low, but the boys, they have to be pulled. A Cyclone goes down. Bit of miscontrol there out of Clem. Bit of miscontrol from the Terran. That's only one Cyclone. Gets one more Stalker. Pulls away. But that's still 4 Stalkers for 1 Cyclone. Crazy. Still very efficient. Delays the gateways. Gets another probe. Clem will escape. Again, there's no blink. Getting another worker. Oh my god, but did he overextend? Barely not. As Clem does get away. He's pinned back behind the main. Rallying more Cyclones. Ooh, bit of a miscontrol though. He does move command in. Still takes out another Stalker. Is trying to free up at that drop. But this was not the best trade for Clem. As he bleeds out 2 more Cyclones. Drop does come back in though. Getting more probes. Oof. Medevac goes down. A nice cleanup here by MaxPax. And now we can calm things down. Again, Clem, it did look like he misrallied into the main, and he did lose potentially some more DPS. So Clem losing momentum. MaxPax now has blink. He can move out. Dark Shrine behind this bold move. He gets scouted. Oh, he gets scouted immediately. Forced to cancel. Oh my god. Clem, he's all over this. Denies the Dark Shrine. MaxPax moving out. Going for the main. Does dive in, but there's a tank in position. Clem defends. As MaxPax is at least trying to contain his opponent. Behind this, he's expanding, taking a third, getting to a third base, working towards Storm, Temple Archives. MaxPax working towards the mineral line, but alas, Marines are ready for this. Clem does defend. Must protect his natural. So far. MaxPax rotating around. Diving into the main. Going for the tank. Oh, he's going to be punished though. The tank will go down. But at a cost. Clem's stuck in his own production. Now breaking out. Gets the Observer. So if it goes down, at least MaxPax does get the tank. The drop is denied. We do see Clem attempting to move out. MaxPax slowing it down. Not bad. Slowing down the push, protecting his third base. The third is exposed. Storm is halfway done. Oof. And MaxPax beating out a lot of units here. And back at home, there's not much to defend. Clem, he can stem in. And Storm is still seconds away. MaxPax needs a little bit more time. Goes for the feedback. Nexus under fire. Clem rallying across, and this may just be too much. And Clem is snowballing out of control. The base is under fire. MaxPax, he has to fight, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Mindshot goes off, forcing friendly fire. And the prism goes down. There's just not enough Protoss. GG gets called, and Clem will snowball out of control, taking game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Again, just crazy efficiency out of Clem in the early game, getting the shield batteries, sniping the stalkers as well with the cyclone drop. It was just insane how much Clem was getting done with so little as well. It did set himself up for success. MaxPax did attempt to counterattack, but we saw that Clem was more than prepared. MaxPax split out a lot of stalkers, too many stalkers trying to push into the main and trying to push into the natural. And with that, MaxPax was punished for overextending, was punished for being unable to really get any damage and bleeding out too many stalkers. And with that, GG. GG, well played. We're jumping into game number 2. Jumping into that second game. And we'll see if MaxPax can tighten things up early on and have a more secure early game leading into, the back and forth mid game. We shall see. As a reminder, of course, Clem did open up proxy racks in the last game, which is kind of what led to everything popping off. That was kind of the first domino that did fall. Right now we're getting into game number 2. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have the Danish Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Psystorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the French Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. With them Lem. Let's go. As this time, no proxy. This time the Rax is back at home, so MaxPax will have a much more comfortable early game, and that's what's most important. He can calm things down, he can settle in, and get his natural up and running much more freely. So already I do like MaxPax's chances a little bit more this time compared to game 1. As MaxPax is moving out with his probe scouts. And we'll confirm that the Rax is where it should be. MaxPax will confirm. Dipping in. Forcing out another SEV. Clem will be able to get his base up and running. It's going to be an economic opener, single gas geyser, so it's going to be Rax into a CC on the low ground. That is why MaxPax is going for the initial Zealot. His goal is to try and delay the CC and try and disrupt the opener of Clem. So his goal here is to turn the tables on Clem and to try to give himself an economic advantage. So here comes that Zealot. Probe does pull back. CC on location. We'll see what MaxPax can get done. Moving out with the Zealot's going to be reinforcing with that Chrono boosted Stalker. We can see Clem is looking for proxies, making sure there is no proxy gateway. Does scout, does confirm. There is none. And the Zealot has arrived. But the Reaper's in position. The Marine as well. Safety bunker on the low ground. And the Zealot shouldn't get much done. Will threaten the SCVs. Will delay the CC for a couple of seconds. For like 1 second. But it will get up and running. Stalker's on the way. Bunker does complete. And with the completion of the bunker, Clem should be fine. Does defend. Does defend, is secure. Behind this, we can see MaxPax going for the Twilight Council. Now, this is at least keeping the Reaper at home. Clem hasn't seen anything across the map. He has no idea what's going on. No idea what MaxPax is going for. Stalker's diving in, they get one SCV. They just run past the bunker. Denying mining. And Clem can't really engage. He can't really dive into this. Instead, he will catch out some of these Stalkers as they retreat. Oh! Does deal some hull damage. Hellion goes down. Reaper Scout is denied. So good trades. Better trades here for MaxPax. And he's throwing down extra gateways. Let's go! MaxPax doing what he does best. What is he known for? He's known for one thing and one thing only in TvP or in PvT. It's 4-gate blink. 4-gate blink Stalker MaxPax. He has the best 4-gate blink Stalker in the world. The best execution of that build, I should emphasize. Better than Showtime, better than Hero, better than any other Protoss player out there. It is hyper aggressive, but what I will say is that because he's so known for this, because he does this so often, and because both Clem and MaxPax are from the same region, Clem has a lot of experience defending against this. Adept does shade in, very nicely done here by MaxPax. Clem too late to respond, too late to wall up. Adept will force back the army, getting a full scout, getting one SCV. At the same time, mine drop here towards the natural. Gets a stalker. Gets a worker and a stalker. Gets eyes on two gateways, does not get eyes in the main. Clem is still in the dark, he doesn't fully know what's going on. I mean, this could still be 3-gate blink. And MaxPax, he's soon going to be moving out across the map. He's going to be quite committed with this. It is not an all-in. It's 4-gate blink into a third, but still very aggressive here by MaxPax. And he needs to get damage done. Back at home, what is it to defend? There's one tank in the main. There's one bunker at the natural. Second bunker is on the way to make up for the lack of tank. Boys are being pre-pulled to repair. Clem taking this very seriously. He does confirm the timing of the third. And here come the reinforcements, warping in 4 stalkers at a time. That's a lot of stalkers. SCVs are ready. Repairs are on point. We do focus on the SCVs, at least we attempt to. And the repairs are barely not enough. Only 3 SCVs. But the second bunker has completed. And Clem is holding. Clem for now is holding on. More stalkers are on the way. The tank count is slowly getting larger. We have 2 tanks in the main. We dive into the natural though. Clem late to respond. Clem is late to react. Marines are going down. He's focusing elsewhere. Tank does reposition. MaxPax does threaten the natural, going for the CC. Base taking a lot of hits. Boys are being pulled. The tank is repositioning, but it looks like the base in may just go down. Across the map, Little Tart is getting some damage done. MaxPax blinking in, gets the tank. And one tank goes down and there's barely an army left. GG gets called, it's just too much, and MaxPax ties up the series 1-1. GG. GG, well played. Again, Clem, if you recall, he did leave his second tank in the main instead of moving it down to the natural. Basically, Clem took a chance. Clem, he took a bit of a risk there. He was hoping that MaxPax would rotate. As we saw, MaxPax did not rotate. He committed to the natural, which means Clem was punished for not repositioning his tank and moving it to the low ground, so he was taken advantage of. Likewise, he was caught off guard, and MaxPax did overwhelm. GG, well played. Again, I do feel like if MaxPax were to take the series, it would most likely be off the back of 4-gate blink. It is what MaxPax is best at. And with that, ties it up. Ties it up 1-1. GG, well played. Now we're jumping into Side Delta. Here we go. That was kind of like the signature like MaxPax PvT game. Is his 4-gate blink. But he can't rely on it for the entire series. I'm sure that won't be the last we see of 4-gate blink. I'm sure MaxPax will embrace it more times in this series. But what does he go for here in Game 3? That is the question. As we are loading in. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Side Delta, we have the Danish Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Psystorm Gaming. Tying up the series 1-1, it is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the French Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. Here we go. MaxPax is setting up. Likewise, Clem moving out with the SCV. I imagine going for an eBay block. Clem attempting to force the unnatural natural out of MaxPax. We'll see if he can pull it off. So the goal here is to get the eBay up and running unscouted, and that will force MaxPax to expand at the either linear third or triangular third base. eBay is on the way. Meanwhile, the probe does dip in, harassing the mineral line. And it looks like the eBay, yeah, it is going to be able to get up, and MaxPax, ooh, he has to make a choice. He's going to be pulling the boys. Does pull the boys. He's going to try to fight for that eBay, fight for that natural. Clem does get a little bit more progression on it, but not too much. Oh. As it looks like he does not get enough, and we will be able to force a cancel. So MaxPax will be able to expand. Has to be threatening another dive. So this does do some economic damage, but this could have been worse. This could have been far worse for Clem. Behind this, force to go into the factory, into a delayed CC. I do actually slightly favor MaxPax here. Again, Clem was hoping for more damage and didn't quite get it. Didn't quite get it in the end. Behind this, getting into his 1-1-1. And we'll see where the game goes from here. Yes, the eBay. Exactly, exactly. Not to be confused with the EVA. Not to be confused. Behind this is going to be a Twilight Council. Technically could be 4-gate Blink, but I mean, at least going to be a Blink-based opener. We'll keep an eye on how many gateways MaxPax does go for. How many he does embrace. Clem is getting ready for his Widowmine drop. Clem is setting up. That does get away. Where's the Widowmine? Expansion now finally being taken. Clem will eventually break out. Going for his drop. Now, this drop can be very impactful. It's going to be a single Widowmine and 6 Marines. Now, the purpose of this drop is for economic damage. The Marines focus on the workers, and the Widowmine ideally zones away the Stalkers. You don't want to waste the Widowmine on probes. Instead, meant to be used on the Gateway Army. As it's going to be 3 Stalkers to defend. Third Gateway's on the way. Drop comes in. Widowmine does borrow. Oh! Okay, we don't want to waste it. Widowmine gets targeted down. Widowmine does fall. And from here, MaxPax does end up losing one of the Stalkers, though. Loses the Stalker, 4 probes. 4 workers go down, and Clem making his way into the main, denying a lot of mining time. But now MaxPax is up to 4 Stalkers, and Clem has to get the hell out of there. He does retreat, does get away. And MaxPax has defended. Again, that could have been so much worse. It could have been so much more damage. But only 4 probes. MaxPax holds. He does hold. Behind this, how many gateways? We have 2 gateways in the main, and just the 1 at the natural. So it's going to be 3-gate Blink this time out of MaxPax. Less aggressive, just enough for map control. And from here, MaxPax can take a bit of an earlier expansion. Or earlier tech. Drop coming in. Doing 3 more probes. Stalkers hit the natural. Bunker is not yet done. Clem needs more time. Just a little bit more time. There we go. Bunker does now complete. Tank getting in position. MaxPax reinforcing. As a reminder, this is not as aggressive as the last game. There are less Stalkers. Oof. MaxPax is punished. Banshee gets across the map. Probes are going down. There's no cloak with this. It's just a Banshee. Just a vanilla Banshee for Clem. Gets 5 probe kills. Forces a recall as well. That is brutal. The Banshee getting so much done. And can it escape? Nah, it's not going to be able to. Banshee does fall. Nice cleanup. That was still, I would say, a good trade for Clem, though. Getting 5 workers and a recall for a vanilla Banshee. Behind this, building up his tanks, getting into Ravens. Medevac still does pose a threat. And MaxPax will attempt to counterattack. MaxPax will attempt to dive into the main. Oh! Gets one SCV. Being forced back. Rotate around. And at least MaxPax has map control. So he's containing his opponents. He's taking his own third base behind this. Clem is being contained. And he will eventually break out. He's got his 2 bunkers. He's got his tanks in position as well. Clem is looking quite secure. MaxPax, he's tempted to go in. I don't think he should, though. Oh! Blinks forward. It is punished for it. MaxPax face checking up the ramp. Has to calm down. Same time, Clem trying to sneak out with a double drop. MaxPax, he... Oh! Will scout the Raven at least.
Your warriors have engaged.
Does spot the Raven. Marines across the map. Shield battery's not done. Nice trades here from Clem. Is forced to pick up. Forced out. Medevac somehow escapes. Getting a little bit more damage. And I don't think MaxPax quite noticed the drop. I mean, his Prism saw the Raven, but at the same time, he was forced to react to the drop back at home. The main base is exposed. MaxPax moving out. And again, Clem is just trying to distract MaxPax. He moves out through the center, drop into the main. A Raven to support as well. MaxPax, he's forced to recall. And here come the auto turrets. Auto turrets gets placed. Probes are falling. And MaxPax, he's being torn apart. Depowers 3 of the gateways, takes down 12 workers. At the same time, MaxPax warping in across the map, getting into the natural. But Clem is just overwhelming. He has a massive army. Defends back at home. Still wreaking havoc in the main, and he knocks down the third. GG gets called. Clem pulling apart his opponents and will take a 2-1 lead. GG. Just pulling MaxPax apart. Again, MaxPax, even though the Prism saw the Raven, he didn't quite, or he wasn't quite able to catch the drop. Was out of position. Was out on the map. And caught with his pants down. And now we're getting ready for the next game. Potentially the final game of the series. Again, I'm hoping for the ace match. I'm hoping for a game 5. But the pressure is now on MaxPax. Pressure is on. See Adam Mass in the chat. I haven't balanced wine since last week. It's hitching. Oh, keep it in, Pat. Keep it in. If you want to let it out somewhere else. SMH. Clem had double the army. He did. Did have double the army. Again, just built up on 2 bases. And we'll see if the Protoss can bring it back. As spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ghost River, we have the Danish Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Psystorm Gaming. He's up against the wall. He has to fight back here and now to force the ace match. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the French Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. If you recall in the last game, Clem, he was able to deal a lot of economic damage with his Marine drop, with his initial Marine Widowmine drop, if you recall, followed by the Banshee harass as well, into the follow-up Marine drop. The harassment just did not stop. Clem doing so much with so little, getting a lot of probe kills, getting ahead in the economy, and snowballing out of control with that move out. Again, it wasn't even a Cloak Banshee, it was a Vanilla Banshee. Crazy. And once again, Clem, he will skirt around the edge and avoid the scouting probe. And he's going for the eBay. He's going for the eBay. His goal here is to delay the expansion. He wasn't too successful last game. Did force some inefficient mining as he forced 4 probes off the mineral line. But there it is, the eBay has been thrown down. And how long will it take for MaxPax to realize what's going on? There we go, probe does move down to the low ground. This time a lot more progression on the eBay itself. And Clem, MaxPax, he's going to try to take that natural. But this time a lot more progression though. Uh-oh. Yeah, the eBay is almost done at this point. And MaxPax is going to fight that much harder to try to claim his expansion. Clem up! Oh my god! One more shot away! One más! The SCV will get away. MaxPax forced to invest into a Zealot. A big delay in the expansion. But MaxPax will not expand elsewhere. SCV does survive. Does get away. Behind this, Clem going for the factory. He can go into Cyclone production from here or Hellion. Curious which one. There's a cancel on the eBay. And MaxPax can finally expand. He can finally take his natural. Ooh, okay. Not going for the add-on slot. Going Reactored Marine. This could actually be Reactored Marine into a Widowmine into a drop again. Could be the same build. Same opener from Clem in the last game. Yep, there's the Widowmine. MaxPax poking in. Let's pick away at the depots. Marines have to be very careful against that one Stalker. As every hit is permanent damage on those Marines. Widowmine does burrow. Will connect most likely on the Zealots. Oh. Go pushing forward, takes out the first Zealot. Marines do survive, and Clem holds. Again, just a really little intense moment here at the start of the game. Clem doesn't lose any units, gets a Zealot, preserves his Marines, and defends. And does defend. Back at home is going to be a Twilight Council opener out of MaxPax going to Blink. Will be a Blink for the Protoss. Going for extra gateways, getting up to 3 gates, I believe. Yep, 3 gate Blink for now. Drop is moving out. But the Marines are softened up. And MaxPax is racing back home.
Here in the shadows.
Yeah, this time MaxPax will be in position. And I don't see Clem getting too much damage done with this, but we'll see. Ooh, as this time he's investing into Cloak. Cloak Bench is on the way. Drop into the main. Does scout the tech, does scout the Blink. Going for the pylon. Stalkers are ready for this. The juggling, though. Ooh, leads out one Marine. Widowmine will zone away. Gets one Stalker. Pylon goes down. Depowers the Twilight Council. At the same time, Hellion does get into the middle line. 2 probes go down. Good damage here from Clem, and he's following this up with Cloak Banshees. The delay on Blink can actually impact this. Likewise, less Warpins as well. Drop rotates back around. Clem going for another pylon. Banshee towards the natural. Again, he's going to try and drag the army into the main. Gets a probe. Gets 2. 2 probes go down. Keeping the army distracted. MaxPax moves out with his Stalkers, with Blink. And the natural is exposed. Probes are going down. Forces a defensive warp in. Cloak is done just now. Does finish up. Does barely finish up. Clem just focusing on as many workers as possible. Back at home, he has 1 tank between the bases. There's no detection. No detection! Not like this. Banshee to attack, Banshee to defend. And MaxPax, what can he do here? So critical damage is being dealt. MaxPax is not ready. No Robo. Or, I mean, he does have Robo, but no detection. No Observer. Observer is racing back home. But it's not across the map. Clem holds. And he gets 15 probe kills. 15 workers go down. Ay, ay, ay. MaxPax's economy is crippled. He's diving back in. Oh, this is tank in position. And massive tank blows going off. Oof. Stalker is going down. MaxPax rotating towards the natural, at least trying to. But likewise, there's a tank there as well. And Clem holds. Clem is holding. Unable to deny the warping. That's going to be a lot of Stalkers. MaxPax, he's committed. He's committing into the main. Going to be how many? 15 Stalkers. Tank goes down. Nice pickoff. Observer gets sniped. MaxPax, he does have to get out of here. Banshees, they get another Stalker. Behind this, set up for a third. Ooh, Observer goes down again. Not again. Observer gets sniped, and there's 0 Observers left. There we go, one more on the way. Blinking into the main, going for the tech lab. Will delay additional tank production. Another tank. Another tank goes down. Big pickoff. MaxPax, he's still in this. The Banshees are not at home to defend. They're across the map instead. Banshees, they do hit the mineral line, going for the Stalker. Stalker goes down. Stalkers, they dive in. Boys are being pulled, and it looks like Clem, he should be able to defend. He has so many Marines. GG gets called. He shuts down the main army, and Clem will take the series 3-1, becoming this week's WardiTV Monday champion. GG. GG, well played. Again, Clem, he was able to pop off initially with the initial drop, followed by the Cloak Banshees. MaxPax was unprepared. He eventually got into his own detection, but he lost 15 probes. 15 workers went down. MaxPax was essentially all in, but likewise, there were also Banshees to defend. Clem, he was so on point with sniping observers. If you remember, he would scan time and time again, sniping the observers, making sure there still was no detection, and it was just putting MaxPax in a worse and worse position. Towards the end, he was completely all in, and it did not have enough. GG, congratulations. Clem takes the series. Does take the series, is our champion once again. GG, well played. Again, it's one of those things where Clem and MaxPax, they used to have a back and forth rivalry at the start of the year. Like pre-EWC, before Clem went to Korea. For a long time, I feel like they did have a more back and forth rivalry, but ever since EWC, ever since Clem went to Korea, he has been on another level. He does have the best TvP in the world, I will say that, and I would say he's currently the best player in the world as well. So Clem, it's hard to really bring him down. It's hard to really, deal any damage and put a dent in the armor. I mean, MaxPax did take a game. Shout out to MaxPax, did take a game, with his tried and true 4-gate blink. But as we saw, he was unable to rely on that throughout the course of the series, just doing it the one game. From there, did go for a more safer play, going into something more economic, going into 3-gate blink instead. And with that, Clem was a lot more comfortable, was able to wreak havoc and pull MaxPax apart. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations. And with that, hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you all had a great time. Hope you all had a great time here with the WardiTV Monday. Again, the Wardi events, the Wardi Open Cups for Mondays are open for the next, or they're going to be scheduled for the next couple of weeks. I believe they're currently confirmed to go up to WardiTV Monday number 8. After that, yet to be determined, yet to be confirmed whether the WardiTV Mondays continue or not. What I mean by that is, currently, a lot of us are hosting these events during the off-season of StarCraft. When that ends depends on when EPT returns, right? When the on-season comes back online. So until then, we're doing our best to keep these online tournaments going, whether it's ourselves, whether it's the KSRS, and whether it's Wardi as well. We're all doing our part, hosting our Open Cups, doing what we can. Here we go. Then Rogue beat Clem. Yeah, I feel like we've seen Clem falter specifically a little bit more in TVZ. Shin has beaten Clem recently, and Rogue as well, as you mentioned. Usually with more aggressive all-ins, it has been catching Clem off guard. That is where I feel like that's where he's shown the most weakness recently, at least from what I've seen. Is some of these more unorthodox TVZs, but that doesn't stop him from being the best player in the world, of course. And with that, wrapping up. With that, we are going to be wrapping up here. When it comes to our next broadcast, this week there is no Ursasaurus Cup. There is no Ursasaurus Cup. Instead, our next broadcast is going to be on Wednesday. Is going to be Code for Giants Cup. Code for Giants Cup number 12 is going to be in 2 days' time. Because we have no cast tomorrow, that means most likely I'll be having a ladder session. Most likely going to be streaming on my personal channel, going to be laddering. So do tune into that. Do enjoy. I'm sure it's going to be a great time. I will try not to smudge too much. I'll do my best. Do my best, Patty. So we'll be having a cheeky ladder session. I might stream some other games as well. But again, there's no casting. For now, at least. No casting tomorrow. That might change, actually. So something that I was unaware of. If you remember, even though there's no Ursasaurus Cup, there were some NA show matches. And we missed it, unfortunately. I forgot to add it to the calendar, so I was unaware that the NA show matches were taking place over the weekend. Because of that, we're going to try and get our hands on those replays, and we'll be going over those show matches either tomorrow or maybe Friday, maybe Saturday. We'll try to find a nice time for it, and we'll slot it in. So one of these days, either this week or next week, we'll be going over those replays. So just as a heads up, I haven't looked at the scores, I haven't looked at the results, I'm unaware as to what happened. Again, I just missed it completely, so that's my bad, it's my bad. Did miss the NA show matches, so we'll try to catch up. Try to catch up with them at some point. If you're curious, what NA show matches are you referring to? Basically, for the Ursasaurus Cups, they did keep track of the highest placing NA players, and they were invited to kind of like an end of season show match series. Kind of similar to like the Ballistic Brawl, or no, what is it? The Basilisk Big Brain Bouts. That's it. Yeah, that kind of similar format to that, where they have a series of show matches lined up. So that was held over the weekend. It's held over the weekend. So we'll be all over that eventually. Is going to be the plan. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm going to be heading off. I'm going to go shower. I'm going to go maybe get some food and get some rest. There's a lot of VODs to edit. As always, we have to edit the VODs for Tenacious Royal Tussles, Sparkling Tuna Cup, this event as well, the WardiTV Monday. Going to be editing all the VODs and setting them up. If you're curious, where can you find the VODs? !YouTube. We do have a YouTube, we do stream here on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so VODs are instantly available. We have VODs ready for you if you're interested over on YouTube. We have been getting a lot more traction on YouTube recently, so shout out to those that have been tuning in and watching from there. Otherwise, thanks so much for tuning in. When it comes to, if you're unsatiated, if you want some more StarCraft, I think the OSC mid-season playoffs are going to be continuing. I think Wardi is casting that. There's a WardiTV Invitational, apparently, for the month of October. So Wardi's covering that tomorrow as well. So there's plenty of events going on. This channel, though, is going to be a little bit less active. Again, it's the off-season, so we're casting a lot less than we used to. It's been nice, though, enjoying a break after many years. Like, we casted on a daily basis for many years at this point, and now during the off season we have a lot less to cast, but it does mean that like we can catch up in other ways with other things, especially on our YouTube. Like our VODs have been like 3 months behind for years, and now we're actually catching up. The VODs are now becoming more and more recent, and they'll soon be, you know, in sync with what's happening now. So I'm looking forward to that. At least I'm looking forward to it. If you're curious why the YouTube VODs are so behind, it's because we upload 2 tournaments a day, and we would cast 3 tournaments a day. So math-wise, over time, YouTube would just fall behind. And after years of that happening, I mean, it fell behind by 3 months. So that's why YouTube is behind, is because we would cast more often than we would upload, and we would only limit it to 2 tournaments a day, just because it's a lot of uploads, and I just don't want to spam like the subscription feed. Like I don't want to spam with like 20 videos a day. Instead, we settle on 10. It's like something like that. So it's still a lot, and it still feels kind of spammy. But once we catch up, I'll try and like do like 1 tournament a day or something, just to lighten the load. Just because I don't want to spam too much. But yeah. So that's happening over on YouTube. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. We do appreciate it. Otherwise, we're going to be heading off for the evening, and stick around. We're gonna be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. Not too sure who. We'll find someone. I see Nice is streaming. Oh, nice. Let's go. Who else? Who else is live at the moment? There's Nice. There is. I see Rainer's playing League of Legends. Shaking my head. I think Rotterdam was streaming like Dead Space. No, Dead Luck. That's it. The other one. We'll find someone though. Find someone to raid. Otherwise though, we'll see you guys next time. We'll see you guys next time. Again, I'm going to be streaming on my personal channel. I do not ladder stream here on the CranKy Ducklings. I only ladder stream on light_VIP. So if you're interested, I have you covered there. Otherwise, you can follow us on all the social medias, !socials for our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord. All things CranKy Ducklings. All things Quack. And outside of that, I'll see you guys tomorrow or the day after, depending on where you are and when you are available. Until then, hasta luego. Ciao, papi, ciao. Hasta luego.